Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel. Unfortunately not live on Twitch. My internet's not really consistent enough right now, so I'm playing on my mobile. Looking at this pack, the best card is Stone Sculptor. 6 stone for 6 points and 6 food is quite good. This is a bit of a difficult choice. Officer is reasonable. Yeah, Officer with Stonebreaker coming back might be okay for doing one wood room and then renovating up to stone house as soon as possible. Now that would depend on me getting lots of redstone food actions early on, but I guess I would only really need 4 with Stone Sculptor. Okay, let's give it a shot. So I think the pick here is Tavern Keeper, and my thinking is I'm gonna want to build a wood room as early as possible, so then my stage 2 can just be focused on renovating, and so Tavern Keeper should pay off once, if not twice. And then this card is probably Woodcutter or Stone Custodian. Probably Woodcutter. And then here, can I get away with feeding with only like a cooking hearth? Probably can. I think I might go for Maid though. Between Maid and Stone Sculptor. Like a minimalist is kind of iffy. I guess if all my miners support minimalist, it might be possible. I would have a pretty high point ceiling with Stone Sculptor. Yeah, I'm not likely to play Maid. I have too many other things I want to play early. Alright, Seed Seller, Stonebreaker, Smuggler, Haberdasher. Probably... Yeah, so if my early game occupations are Stone Sculptor, Officer, even if I don't play Tavern Keeper and just play Stonebreaker, those 3. And then here, this is Adoptive Parents. Just because it's the best card by quite a large margin. Passing Miners. Nope, none of them. So, well, corn on the cob, I guess. So Menagerie is a free point. beehive oven is always pretty strong. The grain conversion is good for only 2 stone on a minor improvement, and then also it gives you the other ability, which is 1 additional food when you bake with something else. So beehive oven, bread machine, menagerie, sheepdog parchment is a thing, but I have to feed the sheepdog in the harvest. That might work though. Sheepdog parchment. And it will come back because beehive and bird machine menagerie will all go. But if sheep doesn't come early, then it would really not be good. So I could play stone sculptor, but then everything else could be played with parchment. Yeah, I guess I have that kind of a setup. I think none of them have to be played early. Let's try that. Okay, well, Duck Pond is an excellent card. Wood card is always nice. Mountain Cave helps me get stone with my stone sculptor. Slapdash renovation with officer is always going to be good. Don't need to play Stonebreaker if I do Slapdash. Woodcart, Duck Pond, Mountain Cave, Slapdash. All 4 of these would be quite good for me. I have Woodcutter, so maybe Woodcart overlaps with Woodcutter too much. So Duck Pond, Mountain Cave, Slapdash. Mountain Cave costs food, but it does get me stone, which might be pretty important for Stone Sculptor plus Officer. Renovating really early. Alright, let's try that. And then this is clogs. Unless I do whale oil. Actually, whale oil is pretty playable here. Take fish, then play occupation. Stone sculptor is my last thing in stage in round 4. Ignore occupation up till then. Yeah, I could do that. Clogs is, and then I would get 2 or 3 food at the start of each round when I play my parchment occupations. That works. This is, ooh, wow, this is hard. Good improvements here. Petting zoo, baby sling, farmer's straw hat, all of those are great. Baby sling. I know baby sling is just an excellent card. And it does free up the family growth space for the other players, but gets you a bunch of actions, which is huge. And with adoptive parents, I really want to push for those family growth without rooms. Also, maybe even try to build a stone room myself. Sheepdog came back. Alright. So I think my dream is round 5, start player sheepdog to steal the big pile of sheep in round 6. That is probably the best I could hope for. Don't have a way of generating grain, so I don't think I want to do Thunderbolt. So maybe Outhouse is the most likely to be useful. In case another player decides to not do a lot of occupations early. And Festival Hall. Festival Hall is quite a strong card. I don't really have the game for it, but I don't really have a reason to take anything else. Sawmill, maybe. I don't know. I really don't value the joinery very highly. And there's wood card out there, so I don't really want to compete. Yeah, so Minimalist is going to be dead. I'm going to play. I have good minor improvements. I want to play them. Lots of minors that I want to play early. Sheepdog, baby sling, whale oil, outhouse, parchment. Oh, we'll see. See how this goes. So reedstone food is going to be pretty important for me early, otherwise taking wood. And if I have neither of those available, then doing my starting player minor improvement. I guess actually my setup is not terrible for doing starting player a lot, which is probably a good thing. So reedstone food or 3 wood is what I want. Yeah, so whale oil is normally very weak because often you want to play occupations early. But in this game, I have parchment, and most of my occupations I'm okay with playing later. So, um, so because that's the case, I actually can get probably pretty good value out of whale oil here. Be able to use that to generate a bunch of food in the first few rounds. So I start player whale oil. And then I'll reedstone food and then fish. There's sheep nice and early, which is good. So hopefully I can get those sheep with the sheepdog. So Erpelboer's got wheelbarrow pusher, which lets you turn any space into basically reedstone food or reedstone wood or whatever. Now he's playing hobbyist, which lets you play minors and majors out of turn, which actually would be very useful for me in this game, because I have a bunch of minors that I want to play early. Then rice farmer, grain, and reed get linked, and then family counselor links. Family counselor says whenever your people go on the same board, piece of cardboard, you get food. And later on in the game, you can get grain or vegetable. Oh, my internet is struggling a little. So I get 2 food, put a tick on my whale oil. So that's really like a 6 food action, just as long as I play 6 occupations. Or 4 occupations, which I'll play more than 4 occupations. So if I keep start player again for another Reedstone food action, that would make me happy. No, Joe does starting player axe, so he'll do Reedstone food himself, but then I'll get 4 wood, and that's a pretty reasonable compromise. And then I can either start player mountain cave or start player sheepdog. Probably sheepdog, because oh, is animal husbandry worker out there. Got to remember that. But that's fine. I think just as long as it doesn't get played first action here, I can start player sheepdog. First action, grab 3 sheep. Second action, fish or something. And I would lose out on 1 turn with 1 round with my stone sculptor, but that's not too big a deal, I don't think. I could play mountain cave, but I think sheepdog works here. So I want to get 6 clay so that I can reno and build the fireplace on with the major improvement, so that I can eat 1 sheep each harvest, as well as turning sheep into occupations. Actually, I guess I don't need to build a fireplace really, not with whale oil and parchment. I have ways of turning those sheep into food for a long time. Okay, so I see no threats to my stuff, my sheep. So I'll grab Reedstone food again, and then second action will be to take sheep. And then I can first action build round 5 if no one else start players. Although I'm sure Rookie and Joe will both set themselves up to build a room. Actually, Joe can build one now. And then I'll want to get fishing in round 5. Tick my whale oil up again, and then maybe it'll be fishing and parchment, something like that. Keep playing fireplace. Once I've done this move, I'm gonna AFK a couple minutes. Just gotta turn over my laundry. Oh, Erpelboer was social climber. So I have competition for the reno space. That's interesting. Joe builds a room. I'll grab 3 sheep. Becomes 4 sheep. Feed 4 and 1 to my sheepdog. And I'll be right back. Oh, that's too bad. Erpelboer took the fishing space. I could build room here, or I could take 4 wood. If I don't, I probably want to build room. Yeah. Yeah, 4 wood is nice, but I think just getting the room out of the way is going to be good. So rookie played duck pond. Yeah, do I take 2 food fishing in round 7? Yeah, I might. I want to play parchment at some point. So hopefully Joe start players, and then family growth around 6, and then I start player family growth around 7. And I would start player baby sling, and then on family growth play parchment. Jump home, get another action which I can use to go on fishing or take resources or whatever. Yeah, so if Joe doesn't start player, I gladly will. Although I'm pretty sure Joe will start player. Especially with rookie set up to grow after me. Oh, Joe does not. Interesting. Okay, I'll start player then. Oh, hobbyist activates on occupations? Oh, interesting. So I'll pay a sheep for baby sling. Gotta start player again. I'll play a sheep, pay a sheep for parchment. And then I can play adoptive parents. Oh, adoptive parents and baby sling. I'm not sure how they work together. I remember actually there was a debate about this. Let's find out. G4 and 5. Baby sling. Oh, similar to baby sling in boarding school. Yeah, I probably can't baby sling and adoptive parents. That's too bad. What do I need to do here? Take 2 sheep? How am I going to feed in this next harvest? If I take whale oil, or if I take fishing next round and I play an occupation, then I should have enough. Yeah, okay. So I take 2 sheep. Yeah, I guess baby sling and adoptive parents don't go together. When you take a family growth action to immediately place the offspring in your hut. Whereas baby sling says you can move the newborn to baby sling if you do return the... Yeah, so I can't get both actions. I don't think. Immediately. Yeah, I think that immediately makes it seem like it doesn't work. But it's not totally clear cut. We didn't have a decision made. Yeah, I didn't really think about that when I took it. Baby sling I don't have to pay the food for, which is nice. So I'll play Stone Sculptor for a sheep, get a food, and then go on family growth, move the newborn to baby sling. The adult comes home, and I play Mountain Cave, I guess. Joe plays Scrounger. Got to make sure I have one of each type of resource in my supply at the end of the game. Surprised not the Basket Maker's Workshop just because of landing that. But maybe he figures he has both available. Grump. Grump and Artisan. Okay, so he's expecting to build joinery, I guess. I like holding on to Scrounger until later. Getting the 2 stone from Scrounger is nice. Because you do basically you do a 3-point move and you get 2 stone out of it to help renovate, so usually is pretty good. So I'll take 2 food fishing and add another token to my whale oil. So now I get 2 food each round when I play an occupation. And I should get 6 wood next round as well, which is nice. Unless it goes 4 wood, 4 wood, 3 wood, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I think Joe is going to play joinery. Because he's got sawmill, it looks, I would think. Although, when did I see sawmill? Maybe it's not possible for him to have sawmill. is the joinery? So I can do 4 wood and then 6 wood, or I can do reedstone food twice. If I want to grow again with my officer, it's probably worth waiting for this to become 6 clay, so that I can reno fireplace. I'll play woodcutter. Why not? For 2 food. Glass floors for Erpelboer, nice. I get an extra wood. So I'll do reedstone food and then plow. Plan on doing reedstone food twice, but that really relies on me getting 4 clay. So maybe I do 4 clay, 3 clay, and then 2 reed reno. 2 reed reno next round. Or do I take 2 sheep here? Do I need the food from the sheep? I might. I might need the food from the sheep. Rookie definitely needs the food. Seed seller plus rice farmer, okay. So we can get 2 grain, a reed on that space. And then if he has beehive oven, can do a nice little start player bake. I'm pretty sure Joe will give me 6 clay. I'm not sure if Rookie will give me 6 clay though. And I need 2 reed, and I have no way of getting 2 reed. So I can't get to stone until round 11 at the earliest. That's too bad. Rookie to star player. I guess it could be watching for the family counselor. Yeah, it gets a green from his family counselor. That's fun. Very fun. So is he going to take clay and then build stone oven? Yes, he does take clay. Alright, so what am I going to build when I go on Reno? I can do 2 clay still. 2 clay is enough, although it doesn't give me enough to play Festival Hall later. I'd have to do another clay action to play Festival Hall, which I probably want to do round 12 to get the round 13 family growth with Baby Sling. Oh. Don't think I need wood anymore. I need, well, I probably need the fireplace, and I need fishing. Well, I don't need fishing, but may as well do fishing. Wonder which unknown I messaged. I doubt it's the right one. Maybe though. Rookie plays stone oven, of course. Erpelboer plays rope fences. Ooh, very nice. That's why he didn't want Basket Maker's Workshop. He's going to use his reed, turn his reed into wood, which is handy. Joe plays Scrounger. So he's going to get 2 stone. I don't want 2 clay. I'll wait for 4 clay. So I can take wood here. I could take vegetable. I could take grain. Yeah, I'll take grain. And then if wood gets taken, then I'll take vegetable, and I think that'll be fine. So the wood is taken. Makes sense. So So I need to get 2 reed next round, and I need to reno. Those are my 2 goals for the next round. So hopefully Joe does reno here, so I don't have to compete with him. Hopefully he does reno plus Basket Maker's Workshop or clay or pottery maybe. No, Joe did something else. He took 1 reed. What the hell is with all this 1 reed stuff? Holy cow. That's frustrating. It's pushing my officer back so far. Then I breed Auk. And get 3 food. I don't need to remove my sheep because I didn't breed them, so that's how I do that. Plow's gonna start being taken every round. Yeah, that's a problem. It's a pretty big problem for me. And Joe goes on Reedstone Food. I might be in a bit of trouble. Might be in a bit of trouble. The reed space has been taken at 1 reed many times, which is kind of irritating. It's going to be difficult to compete for animal husbandry worker because I'm going to want to cover all my spaces with fences. So let's see, if I do 5 here, that's worth 1, 2, 3, 4 more points, which is exactly the same amount as what I would leave uncovered. Could even do 12 and then 3, and that is 1 more point, assuming I only get 2 total plows, which is all I'm looking at right now, which is kind of a pain. Okay, next round I'm sure to get 2 reed, right? Right? Oh, maybe not actually, because Erpelboer might do 1 reed with his wheelbarrow pusher. Oh, Joe has axe. Okay, that's why he was doing that, I guess. Kind of forgot about it. I'll take 4 wood either way. Joe has all the resources he needs to get to his stone house, which is nice. Yeah, of course he does. Of course he does. One read. It's just been that kind of game. So it means my officer is even later. That's been the... Honestly, this has destroyed... Really destroyed me. Really destroyed me. Play an occupation. Get 3 food. I just take wood. And then I'll do what? I don't know what I'll do. I don't even have a miner to go on starting player with. Yeah. Not been happy with this game. I'll do reedstone food and then build pottery. Unless Joe does. Joe might reno ahead of me. I do want a fence as well. Fencing is good. Renovating is good. Either of those would be nice. Yeah, with Officer not getting 2 read has actually been game changing. Because it's a move for the last 3 rounds. Or last 2 rounds at least. Oh well. So let's see what Joe does. Joe might reno here. If he renos, I'll fence. Otherwise, I'll reno. Oh, he did traveling players. Okay. I guess building pottery might not be the best thing because then I can't reno to stone next round. Okay. I'll just build a cooking hearth. I guess I could have built clay oven. No, cooking hearth is gonna be good. So now I have questions like, if plow comes to me, do I plow or do I start player? Because plow is gonna be pretty tight this game. Only getting to use baby sling once has been pretty pathetic as well. I'm not gonna awk here because I might take fishing this round for another for 5 food total. Well, this is pretty sad. I intended to use the officer actions to be able to play Festival Hall here. But, not to be. Not a great game for me. So I have to take reed with my last action. Hopefully I get reedstone food. I'm also not well positioned for the scrounger bonus because I'm going to be right at the limit. But I will be reasonably positioned for the grunt bonus, assuming that Erpelboer gets a family growth action. Oh, maybe I will be. Didn't really think about this. So I'll play Officer finally for get 2 food and a guest. And then do that. Maybe I should have just given up on plowing. But, like, there's no way I can win if I give up on plowing. Seems like my internet is struggling. Maybe I should try going back to my home rather than being on my Wi-Fi. So hopefully I can get boar or cattle. Okay, so Erpelboer just tied me for Grump. Rookie, Erpelboer, and I are all tied for Grump. Sheep farmer. Nice for Joe, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how he's gonna get all the animals he needs. I'm curious about that. Okay, Joe fenced. I can plow or I can take animals. The plow is only worth anything if I get another plow. So I think I take boar. Oh, I might even get plow back, which would be pretty cool. Nope, Erpelboer takes it, alright. Yeah, this is pretty painful. So I guess maybe I put my actions towards, what a game. What a game. Pretty poor by myself. Should have seen the reed problems coming with wheelbarrow pusher and axe being out there. And then maybe I don't draft baby sling if I have adoptive parents. I mean, Tavern Keeper's been dead. Just been a dead card, so yeah. Pretty disappointing. Another poor game by me. I'll take fishing for some food. And then I'll do 2 reed, I guess. Although there'll be 2 spaces that provide reed in the last round, so maybe I can do vegetable for a slightly higher point ceiling. Yeah, actually, reedstone food is worth an extra point compared to 1 reed. And it's where it gets another food, so alright, let's do that. Oh, Joe's the one with beehive oven. Interesting. That breeds. That goes there. Play minimalist for some food. Yeah, I liked my setup, but the occupations that I have are just not useful enough. Adoptive parents is dead. Tavern keeper is dead. Minimalist is dead. So they're giving me food, but nothing else. So that's pretty poor. Yeah, so it was 7 food plus the... Oh, and I need to pay for the guest, of course. Yeah, 6 food, 1 for the newborn, 1 for the sheepdog. This gets me Scrounger, and it lets me convert my last stone sculptor. I think family growth should come back because it's only 1 point for the other guys. And then I can eat a sheep, not lose any sheep points, gain a point on boar. Rookie's gonna bake, or sorry, Reno. Alright. Yeah, my thinking was officer will give me a bunch of actions quite early that I can use to plow in the middle of the game when nobody else is able to plow because they need to take food and grow their family. But then I couldn't get the read in time to Reno, and I kept thinking, oh, next round I'll get 2 read. Oh, next round I'll get 2 read. Thinking that, well, if I lose one, if I spend 2 actions getting read that I don't need, then or 2 actions when I could just delay another round, then I don't lose anything. But the problem is I made that decision too many times in a row. So what points do I have left? Take 4 wood and then build stables. Yeah, Joe has joinery, so I guess he probably won't do stables. If Rookie has extra food, he can do family growth for a point from crib, but then he loses the point from grump, so it's only 2 point action. he would have to have the extra food to make it worth it. I'm gonna need to feed 10. I get one from my stone and one from a sheep, and that looks good. I could try to build a room, I guess. I could go on Alchemist Lab, take stone, but then I lose out the 3 points that I gain from building the room. I lose from, yeah, not worth it. And vegetable got taken, so the last stuff left for me is just building stables. I guess plow a field is 1 point if I build stables. Ooh, 48 for Erpelboer, nice. I guess he's got a ton of improvement points, which is nice. I don't have any improvement points. Well, I have Cooking Hearth. I guess Mountain Cave is a point. I guess it's worth risking Joe blocking me to try and get 1 more point. So then I take 2 wood for 1 more point, and I'll build 4 stables. And then that's all gone. What do I score? I score 40. Oh, I guess I have Scrounger for 43. Three points from Scrounger, five from Stone Sculptor. Yep. But too many. I have too many negatives. Actually, well, fields and unused, but I don't have enough from improvements. That's the big thing. None of my, yeah. Oh well, I don't know. What a game. What a game. Occupations were not useful, unfortunately. Nice game by Rookie. So Rookie beats Erpelboer by 1 point. Yeah. Not a fantastic game. So, anyways. That's all from me. Thank you very much for watching, you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.